What's up, guys? Today we have a Craftsman ratchet. This is one of my oldest ones that I have in my collection. I found this year and it's pretty rough, as you guys can see, but I want to I'm really wanting to go through my toolbox and get every ratchet that I have greased up, and if I want to use it I can. A lot of them are slipping or not working at all. I think this one, yeah, this one still works fine both ways, but you can hear that it could be a lot smoother, and I'm not sure how good we can get it looking, but I'm sure we can get it better looking than this. If you have one similar to this, these are the tools or supplies you'll need to fix one of these up. It's not going to take much, but if you want to do more, you certainly can. This is just, I'm pretty much going to do the bare minimum to make it work again good. And you'll need some oil. I have 3-in-1 right here. You'll need, this is what Snap-on recommends. This is super lube, and this is what will go in your gear. This is what you will oil the whole ratchet with, and a couple of pieces on the inside. I've got a wire brush to clean out some of the gunk. I have this multi screwdriver. If you have one of these that has a snap ring, it's pretty much going to be the same thing. This is more of a design like Snap-on uses. I'm not sure why they stopped doing this, but they went back to something similar to this nowadays. But I have a Snap-on that does a lot like this one. This one does have the little oil nipple up here. And you'll need some rags and some rubbing alcohol for degreasing. But yeah, let's get into this guy. I'm excited to see how much different this is than the ones made in the 90s. So we will start. Let me get the little Phillips head, swap that around, and hopefully this doesn't strip. No, this guy's good. Yeah, I found this at Dog Day for $1, I think. It was one of my best finds this year. I usually spend at least $3 or $4 on ratchets at estate sales, but this one was pretty cheap, I guess, because it was maybe I paid $5 for this. Yeah, I think I paid $5 for this one, but still, that's a good deal. This guy was made between it's a double line V. I want to say this is from the late 40s to the late 50s. If you guys who know more than me can certainly let me know. I'm not an expert by any means. I just enjoy collecting these ratchets. But so yeah, this guy should just pull out like that, and this is our plate on this model. Your screws go into that and it squeezes everything together, but it does have like some really old thick grease on that, as you can see. But here's our gear. I'm not sure how many teeth that is, but it's not many. But it also has some built up gunk and grease on there, and I'm sure after we get this guy cleaned out, it's going to be good as new. I'm not sure how this mechanism fits in. It doesn't look like it just pulls out, and I'm kind of afraid to just pull it out. But since the mechanism is working well and switching, all I'm going to do is oil this one up like I did the last ratchet we did. I'm sure there will come a time when the switch does not work correctly, and I can show you guys how to do that. But I don't, if this one has to be hammered in, I don't have to do all that. So we'll just clean this up as best we can down to this point and get her working good again. We've got some rubbing alcohol in this cup. I'm just gonna set that in there and let it kind of loosen up some stuff in there, pull anything out, we will hit it with the brush, and hopefully some of this gunk will come off. So we got some brushing done to it. Not sure if it's made a difference yet, but maybe it has. Take our rag and try and get a lot of this gunk out. Yeah, it's looking better. I'm trying to see what you guys are seeing and also look at it at the same time. So we've got some surface rust on it, but I don't think it's anything crazy. There may be some pitting up here, it looks like, but what do you expect from a 70-year-old Ratchet, potentially? 60 or 70, this thing's old, I know that. But yeah, I'm gonna take the brush and brush the rest of it. Okay, so here it is after just brushing it. I'm going to take some rubbing alcohol on a rag and go over the whole thing. Like I said, you can do more to this. This is just bare minimum. Like, how pretty can you make it? I'm sure you can get it pretty good, but how pretty can I make it? I don't want to do all that. If I'm going to use this, and I do intend on using this from time to time, it might become one of my favorite ratchets, and I do switch out different ones that I grow to like, but that's already one of my favorites, and I've never even put it on anything yet, so there's no telling what we can accomplish with this guy. I was wondering if some of this might have just been built up grease, because that's kind of what it looked like, but then the more that I brushed it, the more orange it got, so I'm thinking it's probably rust. Most of it anyways. Some of it definitely could have been grease, and we could use degreaser, but I used to use that on these and it just made a mess everywhere, and I'm trying to film it with you, so I want to do this in my house, and I don't want to get that stuff. I messed up our coffee table. My wife had to redo it, but that was from brake cleaner. I'm sure there's something I can use that I could just soak it in it, like evapor rust maybe, but do we want to do that? I don't know. I don't right now anyways. We're getting to where you can kind of read it better. Maybe. Can you tell that it's a V yet? Double line V? There you go. I think it does look better than when we started, at least. I'm gonna do some more brushing off camera and see if we can't make a little bit more of a difference. Okay, I don't think any amount of brushing is going to help it, but I did notice the little oil nipple up here. It's freely moving. I'm not sure if it was beforehand, but it certainly is now. Our switch works well. Now we just need to clean these. I don't know where the hair came from, but get these cleaned up, and we'll brush them off, get them looking as good as possible. Maybe brush these screws off a little bit. Might wait until we get them put in so we can actually get in there, but they've got grease on them. These all have grease on them. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so we got these cleaned up some. This side looks a lot better. I was wondering if the grease might have been white, but I think that's just the color the metal was supposed to be originally, and it's faded this much or gotten darker. The gear cleaned up pretty well also, and make sure this guy is yeah, he's free. Once we get this put back in, we'll drip some oil on that, and we'll work that in so that that's got some oil inside of it also, because if that little ball right there is jammed it won't hold your socket, and that's sitting in or pushed out. Like pushed out it will, it just makes it harder to get it off. But yeah, so when you grease it, oh, hold on. I'll put a little bit of oil in our switch, which that will end up coming out on the other side, so be careful how much you apply. Then we will take our grease, and you just want to get as much as you want on all your teeth right here. And you don't have to go around the whole thing with the bottle. Do that with your finger, because when you set it in, it's going to squeeze out a lot of it. So just kind of work that in as best you can. There's something oddly satisfying about getting an old ratchet like this working again. So if you got some extra, you can just put it in there. We'll drip it on there. So with us doing this, there's no real reason to like drip oil into the top of it. Just, you know, if you use 3-in-1 only, that would be the reason you would put the, or use the little oil spout on top. We'll add some more. I want her to be packed with grease. Put some right there. I'll probably put some on this guy. That way we know it's getting, and don't worry about getting it everywhere, because you're gonna wipe it off when you're finished anyway, so it's good to grease it. You need to keep her lubed up, and it's gonna squeeze out the back like I said. Just take your rag, wipe that extra grease off, and then take your screws and stick them back in there. Where's my screwdriver? There it is. And there's one. Ah, about stabbed myself. And there's two. And you will just take your rag, get all that extra grease off of it. And at this point, this should be mechanically sound. Hope I didn't strip that out. But here's a little listen test. Can't even hear it anymore. But just barely. And yeah, so now that we have it all greased up, we can oil the outside so that it'll prevent that rust that is on it from spreading any further. And if you're not maintaining your tools and you're spending, especially if you're a snap-on guy, if you're not maintaining your tools, you've probably got too much money on your hands. I get all my tools from a and I do have some snap-on stuff, don't get me wrong, but I've never purchased anything brand new from Snap-on. Everything that I found was either at a yard sale or an estate sale, something like that. And I've got some pretty decent Snap-on stuff in my collection that I didn't pay hardly anything for. And that's just one of the joys of hunting stuff, being a picker. That's one of the joys of it. But yeah, now we've got her oiled up. You'll smell like 3-in-1 for about 5 days, but that's okay. You want your wife to think you know what you're doing and work on stuff. She doesn't have to know it's something small like this. But yeah, we got this guy rocking and rolling, and from where we started, I feel like this is a pretty big come up. And this ratchet will probably go on until somebody loses it or sells it. I don't plan on selling it. I plan on this being in my collection for the rest of my life. I think this is one of the most unique Craftsman ratchets that I have, and I really like this thing. I was very excited when I found it, and excited to try and breathe new life into it, and I feel like we've done that today. So thank you guys for watching and helping me along. I hope that you learned something. You learned how to grease up your wrench and keep it going. If you have one and it slips, it could have broken teeth inside, but more than likely it just needs to be cleaned. And I said that we would hit that with some oil, but I mean, I don't really know if it needs it or not. But in case you thought that I forgot, this is the pointed A Craftsman ratchet. Like I said, thanks you guys for watching, and stick around if you like this kind of content. If you like junkyard content, I do that too. But I do love old tools and fixing them. I've become the repair guy for my grandpa. He texted me the other day and said that he had a, what was it? It was a ratchet. I can't remember the brand. Proto maybe? He was like, I got a Proto ratchet I need you to fix. Went over there. The ring had popped out, and we ended up getting her going again. But I will see you guys next time.